I definitely didn't expect this going in. There's this fear that AI is going to take over. In hindsight, looking back, it was a good choice. So do I regret it? I career switched into tech, but with AI and automation on the rise, did I make the right choice? This is just kind of a personal reflection on how I think my career has gone so far and what I'm thinking about the future of developer jobs and basically my overall enjoyment of it. I switched from finance, working in the actuarial space, and I didn't like it. So I started self-teaching and then did a bootcamp course and landed my first job as a developer. And I'm not going to lie, I didn't have like a whole picture of what working in tech was like. I just made a very fast decision to move away from what I was doing, and this seemed appealing from the little I did know about it, and I just kind of jumped. But now I see that it's a really good fit for what I was looking for. In hindsight, looking back, it was a good choice because I studied maths, I liked problem solving, and that was kind of, there was evidence of that. And I'm also a very creative person in general, just personally. So I think I think development is the perfect combination of both of those things, because it requires a lot of creativity, not just for UI, not literal creativity, but creativity about thinking of solutions, and combine that with problem solving. It really made sense for me personally. And I started developing when AI was becoming integrated slowly. So ChatGPT was a thing already, but like fast forward 2 years from when I started, now everything is Copilot AI related. You need AI to use. We're encouraged to use AI for everything, so we don't fall behind. And obviously, compared to people that were developers before, more experienced developers that have been working for 5+ years, they started developing in a different time, which is ridiculous when you think about it, because 5 years doesn't sound like a long time, but in the tech world it is. So I probably approach stuff differently to people do. I mean, most people would have just had to write boilerplate code all the time. Now we just use Copilot to do that, but then we are able to understand things on a high level faster because of that. There's this fear that AI is going to take over developer jobs, and I think this is just fear mongering, to be honest. I mean, I've heard different theories of it around, but I think the job is changing for sure. I think that we're gonna have to be different as developers. I think you would just have to, it's almost like what juniors do the actual code, mid-level kind of have a step above that, and you get higher and higher like level thinking. So I think we're just gonna have to adopt the higher level of thinking that seniors probably do when it comes to system design and things like that, because there's almost not really any point in focusing on being really, really technically correct. Sure, you obviously should have some technical knowledge or a lot of technical knowledge, but to do things like just sitting there writing code is just pointless now. Of course, you should keep your skills sharp always, because AI is not perfect, but it's, definitely changed the role. Even from when I started, within 2 years, my job has changed purely because of that. And at the start, I would approach work very differently to now. I would say working in tech is still a strong field to be in, because even if with the rise of AI, it's changing roles, other roles are gonna open up. You can be an AI engineer now. There's so many other roles you can be involved with. I definitely didn't expect this going in. And it is different to probably what I expected at the start, but that's not in a bad way. I didn't really expect that I would be using Copilot to write things for me. That's kind of a crazy contrast to, you know, the beginning. But I really enjoy the idea of getting better at system design anyway, because I like understanding kind of the working. I don't just want to kind of execute code. I want to understand systems on a bigger level. And that's more interesting to me anyway. If you're thinking about career switching into tech, don't just jump into something. Don't do what I did. But also, you gotta try it out. And I think you shouldn't be put off people saying AI is taking developer jobs. Because if you end up really liking it and it's something you want to do, you will get that job, because, you know, you would probably see that as your ideal option, and you will have to work for it, but you'll do it because that's what you want to do. So do I regret it? No, not at all. I hated my last jobs. They weren't what I expected, and tech was better than I expected. And I just like keeping up with technology in general. I like doing it in my own time. I have a whole YouTube video about it, so clearly it's something that I have genuine interest in anyway. So I absolutely don't regret it. And going forward, I am trying to learn more about system design to become more valuable, and also infrastructure as code, things like that, to kind of stand out, because I would say just coding isn't enough, especially when I'm stepping up to try and get into kind of mid-level developer roles. If you're curious about getting into tech and you want to be a developer, I have a developer roadmap for beginners, for complete beginners, that I have linked below, and you can download the handout for free, and it literally tells you what to do and has all the links to the relevant resources. So I basically tell you to follow this tutorial, do this, do that, and it's a full A to B roadmap. If you're thinking about switching into tech, let me know if you have any questions, and if you have switched into tech, I would like to know what you think about it now. But other than that, I'll see you next time.